A lot of fun playing basketball, especially with Larry Bird.
Well, playing with the most valuable player in the league is just awesome, and he's just such a great player, you know, in every aspect of the game. And you know, I think the thing that really stands out though above everything else is his shooting, and that opens up everything else for everybody else. We run so many of our plays for Larry. He has the ball the vast majority of the time, and you know, he's such an unselfish ball player that he just makes everybody a better player around him.
Yeah, well, you know, Butch Beard said during the ball game, he said it's great to be on a great passing team that likes to move the ball and is unselfish.
Well, as anyone knows who's ever played on a great team in the NBA or on the college level, when the ball is moving around, it's just so much fun. And when the defense is constantly turning their heads and, you know, trying to follow the ball, boy, it's really frustrating for the defense. And, you know, I've been on the other end of the stick for a lot of years, and it's great to be back in this position. Really.
Good times for you now after the early elation, the UCLA years, and then the early years with Portland, then the down years, and now to be back again in this situation. You must feel like you've been reborn.
Well, I think reborn is, you know, it's a pretty strong term, but you know, I'll tell you one thing: I do have a second chance in my basketball career, in my life, really, and I'm going to make the most of it. I'm going to do everything I can to never let it slip away again. It's you know, it's much better to be here than at the other end, and boy, I love it.
It's nice being with a great team because now you have a defined role. Somebody says you come in and rebound or play some defense.
Well, one of the nicest things about being on a great team or even a good team is that you know that if you do your job, the guy next to you is going to do his job, and the guy next to him is going to do his job. And so that sort of mushrooms around it, and you know that you just have to do your job, and that then everything will take care of itself. But you know, if it's in the back of your mind that you have to do everything and you have to cover up for this guy and you got to make all the offensive plays, boy, it's really tough. And half the time you're just so confused because you've got so many things running through your mind. But hey, yeah, my role on this team is to rebound, play a lot of defense, pass the ball around, and you know, if I score, fine. If I don't, that's fine too. You know, Larry, he's in charge of the offense.
Is your role also to create unusual shots? Because I saw a shot earlier on, looked like a highlight shot where a ball was deflected and went in the hole. This was in another arena. And tonight, it seems as if you and Bird practice this.
Yes. Well, you know, Larry and I, we do run a lot of give and go together. In fact, here's the play right here. Bob Thornton tips it right in. Larry goes up to try to catch the lob pass off Thornton, and it goes
right by design.
By design. You know, I was involved in another play. I was in Bob Thornton's position on a play just like that against the Seattle Supersonics this year. Yes. This is about a month ago up in the Boston Garden. Yeah. I was guarding Sigma. He threw a pass. I deflected it, went right in their hoop for a Seattle basket. So this is kind of turnaround is fair play.
The thing that amazed me was that you're a boy from a man from San Diego, and a boy from San Diego, and I knew you'd be a UCLA fan or a Southern California fan, Laker fan. But you said that you grew up being a Celtic fan.
Yeah, I was a Celtic fan all my life, and you know, I loved that style, that fast break style, the guys pushing it up, racing the ball up the court. You know, I just have many memories of as a kid of Russell grabbing that rebound and kicking the outlet pass out to Havlicek or Sam Jones or Casey Jones, and then just pushing the ball up the court on that parquet floor and shooting those little bank shots. And then when I got to UCLA, John Wooden had those bank shots. That was his shot, and you know, this is a dream come true for me to play on the Celtics.
Bill, one more question. You must have related to the Bill Cartwright injuries these last couple of years.
Yes, very much so. And you know, it's very difficult for a player in Bill's position to you have to face the uncertainty of his future. You know, and he's had, I guess, 4 injuries now to that foot. He's still 1 behind me. I had 5. You know, I think the biggest thing for Bill is to just be patient and you know, take all the time it needs. He's still a young man. He's only, I think, what, 28 or 29, right. I believe. Yes. And you know, really, I missed a good 5 years, and now I'm back, and you know, I feel like I'm, you know, I'm playing effectively. Although you know, I don't play the big minutes. I can't play the big minutes that the superstars in this league play day in and day out. But I think that Bill, you know, he has a real good chance as long as he is patient and you know, and doesn't try to work back too fast. I think impatience you know, is a real problem with the athletes of today. And you know, with these stress injuries, Kevin McHale has one right now, and I've been telling him that the biggest thing is, you know, what can he do tomorrow? What can he do tomorrow all the time? Because you know, you really have to look for, you know, to the future, because this is you know, the NBA is not casual exercise. It's very rugged, very tough, and you know, Abdul-Jabbar has shown that players, if they take care of themselves, can play long into their career. And I think that Cartwright.
How many more years do you have?
I want to play forever. You know, I have no desire of sitting down. And it's, you know, sitting down was the most frustrating part of my career, and you know, I just was so bored. You know, I've been an athlete my whole life, and having to sit down all those years was just terrible. You know, I want to play you know, until they kick me out.
Well, I know some Knick fans wanted to kick him out of the building tonight because he had 15 points and 13 rebounds. And I think a lot of basketball fans around the country are happy to see this big guy back and happy to see him on the court. And I think want him to be around for a lot longer than maybe some of his opponents do. Back to you, Bruce.